Kia ora, a warm night in store tonight with many spots staying in very much firmly in double figures. We've got some heavy rainfall making its way up to the south island, some strong heavy rain warnings in place for parts of the west coast, some stronger winds as well down there. But I think for many of us as we go through the night time, it will be a very warm one, and that's what many of us will notice. You can see as these fronts move closer towards us as we head through the rest of Friday, that rain continues to feed in towards the southern parts of the Southland and especially in towards these western facing areas. So heavy rain up about the likes of the western ranges, as much as 300 to 400 millimetres of rain through the higher ground there, feeding in towards your rivers as well. So a wet looking story on that western coast. For the North Island, well, generally still beneath that area of higher pressure, things are looking drier and clearer, but a bit more cloud about the likes of the Bear Plenty and the Carpety Coast. As we head through the night time tonight, we'll keep hold of this real feed of warm air over us. There's more cloud across the South Island, some stronger winds as well, northwesterlies really picking up through parts of Canterbury. But it's this heavy rainfall on the western coast, which will be a key feature for you guys. Heavy rain up about the ranges of Western, but even down towards the coast, a fairly wet night for you. And severe weather warnings run right the way from Fiordland up towards Grey and Buller. We'll find that wet weather does eventually make its way northwards as we head through the weekend. But overnight tonight, it will be a very warm night. These are our minimum temperatures as we head in towards the early hours of Saturday morning. Check out Christchurch there, sitting at 19 degrees Celsius through the night. A very warm night indeed for you, even up on the North Island as well, perhaps down to 10 degrees Celsius for Taupo. But even that's not a bad start today on a Saturday. But I think we will find it's a very warm, very muggy night as well, with high humidity as we go through towards the start of the day tomorrow. For Saturday, this front continues to move northwards, strong winds across parts of Canterbury, and you can see those northwesterlies pushing up towards Cook Strait, Wairarapa and Wellington. This front is gradually moving northwards, leaving behind some drier and clearer weather down the far southern parts of Southland. But where this band of wet weather sits, it stays fairly cloudy through the daytime for parts of Nelson, Marlborough, Wellington, Wairarapa, keeping hold of that cloud, and the cloud thickening up across that western side of the North Island as well. One thing not lacking will be our temperatures, but it is going to be an unsettled looking story. And we have got some heavy rain warnings already in place from northern Fiordland up through Western in towards the headwaters of Otago and Canterbury, with those northwesterly winds pushing that rain over the higher ground. We've also got a watch out for the Canterbury High Country for, say, midnight tonight into the early part of Saturday, or until midday on Saturday, and that heavy rain warning for the ranges of Buller and Grey as we go through the daytime on Saturday as well. There's more information on those on the Met Service website. But if we look at the North Island tomorrow, it starts off very warm. There's more cloud with northwesterlies being pushed in towards the Bear Plenty, and particularly about these eastern parts. It might bring a few showers there. You can see as we head through the daytime, we'll find that cloud generally thickening up as we head through the afternoon. There'll be some showers to Burpin, particularly in that line from, say, Northland down through Auckland in towards Waikato and in towards parts of Bear Plenty as well. On the eastern side, likely to stay dry. Down towards Wellington, though, we'll find the cloud thickens up through the day, and by the evening time, we'll find some showers and rather blustery weather with us as well. But check out our temperatures. Highs for many of us up into the 20s, and our overnight temperatures still very mild indeed as well. But on this eastern coast, we could get to 29, even 30 degrees Celsius for somewhere like Hastings as we go through Saturday. That'll be the first time it's been 30 degrees since about February for Hastings. So a very warm story on that eastern side. And like I say, our overnight temperatures staying pretty high as well. 16 degrees Celsius are minimum temperatures on the eastern side. Now, it is a wet looking day on the South Island through Friday, and we'll keep hold of that wet weather to start the day on Saturday, especially through Western, with the heaviest rainfall up through the ranges. You can see as we head through the daytime on Saturday, these features are gradually moving northwards. So an improving story down south, some clear skies and some sunshine back with us through parts of Southland. A bit more on the way of showers pushing back in towards Otago later on in the afternoon, but about the coast more than anything else. Up north, though, we'll find that rain is slow to clear. So places such as Westport and even across and towards Nelson, it stays fairly cloudy through the day with showers or spells of rain. Heaviest though about the ranges, but I think we are going to find more cloud up north, but some clearer skies pushing back in the southern areas. For areas like Christchurch, I think the wettest weather inland. So we'll find, although it stays fairly cloudy at times, there will be mostly dry weather through there, and a bit of brightness perhaps towards the end of the day. Very warm still, highs here of around about 26 degrees Celsius, And remember, it's that incredibly warm start today, 19 degrees Celsius, rising to 26. And then our overnight temperatures the next day, 10s and 11s. So a little bit better through there. Cooler as we head down towards the south. You can see 4 degrees for Queenstown. Heading on in towards Sunday, you can see this front continues to move northwards. It's very slow moving, pushing up against that high pressure. As it moves up, it will bring with it the wetter weather in towards parts of, say, Taranaki and Waitomo, and eventually that rainfall making its way northwards. Might well find some fairly hefty, thundery showers developing across parts of Northland and Auckland, the Coromandel, by the end of the day on Sunday. Well worth keeping an eye on the radar charts there, but some dry weather in the southern parts of the country ahead of the next front just pushing through by the end of the day. Anyway, that's it from me. There's more information about these forecasts, especially those watches and warnings, over at metservice.com.